Hi guys, Pierce here. Today I'm going to talk about the rest of my hauls from Clone Army Custom. This includes weapons, backpacks, and custom helmets. So let's start with the weapons. When making an order, there are weapon grab bags from Clone Army Custom. They usually cost $2 American and are a pretty good deal. It's a good idea to get them when ordering minifigures too, to maximize what you purchase. So I believe I ordered two to free of these weapon grab bags, and I think they're a great deal. They do come with these golden weapons, which are really nice and I guess collectible, but I find it very difficult for them to find a practical use. This is a DC-17M sniper attachment for commando snipers, and it looks pretty well. I like the gold. Really nice detail. Along with your regular stock variant, which is a lot more practical to use. Though I don't really have people like Sev. I could still use it with other commandos, which I have. I also have a gold, and I have all variations of this repeater. Really nice. No trigger, but for a pretty cheap price, I think this is a pretty good deal. Noting about the silver ones, they do blend in much better with standard infantry units. Like, you would look at this and say, yeah, this is what I would see in a film or something. But in gold, it doesn't really look that practical. Yeah, and you got the standard variant, which is black. But yeah, you don't really have that much choice in the weapon grab bag, so you can actually order your own individual weapons. But because I wanted the best bang for buck, I went for the weapon grab bag, so I'm still pretty happy with it. There's also another golden heavy assault blaster. I also have this in silver. Really nice. I also got a Wookiee crossbow. Really nice detail. Much better than I think what LEGO can provide by a huge margin. Some of these weapon grab bags do come with pink blasters. They're very hard to find a use for, but hey, you get what you pay for. But I think this is still pretty good. This is I think one of those scout blasters you see in The Mandalorian. Trying to zoom in. Moving on, let's finish out the silver weapons. So yeah, earlier I showed you the scuba blasters used by clone scuba troopers. Very accurate. I got a lot of them. Really weird. It's just really there's just not a lot of clone scuba troopers around, but you can equip other forces with these weapons, some other aquatic forces, or you could just either retrofit your Aqua Raiders or Atlantis guys to have them, which I did. Moving on, we got an A280 from the Rebel Alliance. Really nice detail. Really nice detail. You can compare this to a standard Lego blaster, and they just simply don't even have the grills, trigger guard, no, not trigger, the scope details, little aiming port. It just shows it gets to show like the increase in quality with this type of clone a blaster that Clone Army Customs gives. This is what I got with my orange clone trooper. This is a clone flamethrower. Very nice. Very detailed with the grill here. I thought when I first got these, they were gonna the plastic was gonna not be that good, but it's actually pretty smooth and shiny, so I'm pretty satisfied. Here we got another DC-17, really smooth, accurate. Another arc blaster, I showed you this earlier. Pretty simplified, though this one seems a bit smaller than what I see in the comics, but it's still pretty good they have it, because I don't really see anyone else who has that weapon that like you can see on the old ARC troopers. Here you got a Clone Wars rocket launcher. Even has a board and hole. It's hard to show. Really nice. Another rocket launcher. I think I usually see this in Battlefront 2, not the new one, the old one, but yeah. You got a vibroblade, so this would be a really good match if you have a clone assassin or a commando droid. Swoosh this around. And we got a Imperial pistol. Very nice details. And yeah, the site also has the same backpack grab bags for about the same price. Also really good if you're also getting some minifigures to get them to I guess to make your purchase more worthwhile. I guess each grab bag usually comes with a gold and silver backpack, and for the gold one I got this golden oxygen tank. It's very nice. Hard to find a use for this, but eventually I did. A silver one of my favorites, just a silver commando backpack, very usable. A black tech one, nice to fit on a clone trooper. Kind of wish I got a demolition backpack, but I didn't get it. A snow trooper heater backpack attachment, really nice. If you have the older version of the snow trooper, you can't really equip that guy because his helmet is already pre-equipped with the backpack. But this should be really nice for the newer Lego snow troopers. A jetpack, compared to the Lego one, the rocket is a bit more pronounced here, and you have a lot more details, and the rocket protrudes a lot more from the back to make things look a lot more consistent. Got all these other random colors, so you got the oxygen tank in dark blue, very hard to find a use for it, but I'll show a use I got for it. A pink backpack, a purple pink one, hard to find a use for it, but I guess you're in for the helmets. I'll show you how I use them soon. Here is an Old Republic helmet. I wanted to get a red one for my Old Republic trooper, but they only had orange in stock, so I bought this one. I got Jace Malcolm, who's supposed to have a red one, but I just gave it anyways. It looks pretty cool though with it, and I don't really know the visors back then, but I just simply got a standard stock Lego visor and just gave him that visor. It looks pretty cool. Like, of course, he's not too accurate, but it does the job. Still looks awesome. Next up is another one. I wanted to experiment with the newer Phase 2 helmets that this guy was coming up with. He just released it maybe 1-2 years ago. New phase 2 helmet. Here you got your his standard phase 2 helmet. Slightly smaller. It looks more accurate with like the tubes coming in, though the flattened size kind of makes it look a bit odd when you look at it. But the grow does look. The look does grow on you. Again, you get 360-degree printing. This is a 212 marked helmet, so I can get the standard issue stock 212 trooper here. You can see that the standard issue one is a lot taller, and it doesn't have any 360-degree printing on the back. Damage markings. I guess I've seen this helmet so often that it just becomes standard for me, but I guess it's not that accurate because it's just so big. Here's it with the custom helmet. Looks actually pretty good. I guess it doesn't really match well when you put it with all the other ones, but still a really good helmet. Okay, moving on, we have a blue helmet I got from the ARC Trooper, which I used the other blue ARC helmet for the ARC Trooper to make it more a minimalist 10 ARC Trooper. I repurposed this helmet for a 501st Trooper, so I did get more capes. I got this pauldron and I got this Kama, so I kind of made him into a lieutenant. Pretty good. The blue on this helmet matches perfectly with the blue markings that this 501st Trooper has. So I can just like either give him phase 1, I don't know, his early career, and then his late career you just like give him the 501st phase 2 helmet. Moving on, Clone Armory Customs did come up with a a pilot helmet. And not just any pilot helmet, this one is actually accurate because LEGO really messed up with their own pilot helmet. So here's your original stock phase 1 pilot helmet. It looks really good, I have to say. The only problem is that you have a fin, and the actual clone pilot doesn't have a fin. So that's just a huge no-no. I got tubes at the back, but LEGO doesn't do back prints. Yeah, that's a huge thing. The LEGO clone pilot doesn't have a fin, and actually, even when you put the clone pilot in the cockpit of a gunship or stuff, the fin can actually impede inside the cockpit. So that's a even bigger no-no. But I guess for general purpose use, it's still pretty effective. Now here's what Clone Army Customs gives. This is a one with a full fin, with no fin at all, no impediment in the cockpit. Goes a step further. You got the back that recesses. Maybe I was looking for the tubes, but they don't have it, so that's maybe a no-no. Still pretty good. The fact that they have this recess back here is still just a step ahead from LEGO. You got just the accurate printing, basically 360-degree printing still. I still wish they had like a printing of a tube maybe, but I don't know. You got these helmet markings, and yeah, that's just a huge thing. I wanted an accurate Clone Trooper pilot helmet. I had this time where I was searching through my old LEGO collection, and that actually a friend actually gave to me, and I found this Shock Trooper. I couldn't find his helmet, so I decided, since I was already ordering from Clone Armory Customs, to order a Shock Trooper helmet from them, and this is what they gave out, which is really good. So if you're missing Clone Trooper helmets, or you just want to spice things up, you can order Clone Trooper helmets from them, and I think that's a huge part of that company. But yeah, this one again is 360 degree printed. You got a red back here. Just really nice red markings. This is the older style, the one that I said looks like the 2003 Clone Wars style, but yeah, it looks great. I searched on eBay and I found the the original version of this Shock Trooper helmet for like about like $10, and I said, yeah, this thing only costs $5, so, and it looks about equal or better, so this is just a much better deal than just trying to order up a replacement. So I'm gonna just move on and show possible uses of these backpacks and weapons. And yeah, so here's one for the jetpack. Here's a Mandalorian. I got this from the this minifigure exactly from the Mandalorian battle pack. Got the blaster somewhere else, but yeah. As you can see, the jetpack is a bit more separated from the Mandalorian, which allows them to the Clone Army custom team to extend the size of the rocket launcher and make it more pronounced. You can see on the stock Lego version, the jetpack is a lot closer to the minifigure. They made also, that means the rocket launcher is a lot closer to the minifigure as well, which makes things a lot harder to be believable. You got a more simplified design here. The Clone Army custom jetpack is a bit more accurate with the thrusters being on the side, but each one is good having it, but I think the Clone Army custom one is a bit more believable. So here is a 360-degree look. And yeah, moving on. Here we got another use with the oxygen tank and the flamethrower. I gave this to a RoboCop from the Lego Movie minifigure. It's really good. With the weird coloration, I managed to of this oxygen tank. It was very hard to find anyone who actually had this to match, but the color of this RoboCop matches perfectly. And since it's a robot, I guess you can risk a robot a lot more than a human on the battlefield. So playing around with a flamethrower is a really dangerous business because everyone wants to kill you. Because yeah, if you get into range, you can really let's just say BBQ someone alive. So yeah, like a robot can take a lot more damage and get up close. That's why I assigned him as a flamethrower unit. I gave him a Clone Wars flamethrower to match his oxygen tank, and that works pretty well. Now there is still a use for the golden weapons. You can either get golden clone troopers, or use them on civilians, or I don't know, make them into some sort of GTA spoiled elaborate criminal, and that's what I did. I got a I guess one of those agents henchmen, and I decided to gold them up with golden highlighter and make him very eccentric. But now we've given him a golden weapon. I think this works pretty well. It just makes him crazy. It just reminds me of the time where you get like your totalitarian dictator, and you can write him up as very eccentric, like he has like a golden AK-47, and that really reminds me of that. Look at the previous examples, you can clearly see we can really add some firepower to a lot of people, but let's see if we can add a lot of firepower to a squad. Now this is the Lego Inferno squad. They come in their own battle pack, and let's just say they get equipped with some really awful stud shooters. Now let's change that. Let's give them these basically elite weapons. With like maybe one or two of these weapon packs, you can make this a full complete squad, like a functional squad in terms of demolitions, tech, and just command roles. So you get I don't know, you can get a heavy, give him the repeater, and it looks pretty well, fits the repeater fits the heavy role really well to cover his squad mates. You got a commander. Doesn't have to have heavy armament. Yeah, I can give him a DC-17M, but a nice pistol should do. You got like your I think it's SC-14. This gun is very used a lot by a lot of Imperial Commando like commanders. You got like Death Troopers using it, higher ups using it, so it just matches well with the higher up leader weapon loadout. Here you got your more of a standard guy, or you can make him the tech guy. He doesn't have to be like extremely armed, so I gave him a standard DC-17 M. Basically like the Clone Commandos. I don't think the Inferno Squad is as armored or as elite as a Clone Commando, but yeah, this still matches pretty well with the profile of this guy. And then you get your sniper, your eyes of the team. I gave him the DC-17M sniper attachment. Really effective, much better than a stud shooter sniper. Stud shooters are just too big, too cumbersome. This is precise and gets accurate precision. And with that, I just turned a kitty team into a elite force to be reckoned with. So yeah, that's my overview of what I got and some usages I got out of them, of Clone Army Customs, weapons, backpacks, and helmets. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.